Chiefs lose to the Raiders. The Raiders, Chiefs lose, man. But I've been on record saying the Chiefs wasn't that good, man. Um, they are one of the top tier teams in the league, but I did my power rankings. I had them fifth. I don't know where you got them at. Really, this is Andy Reid, John Gruden, and you saw Belichick coach against Andy Reid, and a lot of coaches don't got respect for Andy Reid, man, because of his coaching style. He plays a bland. I know they got the honey badger, but they defense, come on now, they blitz every play, and it works whenever they get rolling. So and you got a quarterback-friendly offense where Patty Mahomes can get chunk plays. Tyreek Hill can take the lid off, and they get up 14, 20 points. Of course, now your defense seems, you're a sacrificial lamb back there. They can blitz, they can pin their ears back and get off the edges and get around to the quarterback. And, Andy Reid is a bit, vanilla in his thing. And so you saw when they played, and yesterday was a closer game than a lot of people expected. It feels closer even though they won 40, I believe it was 40-32. And when you look at it, John Gruden is just licking the chops. I know Derek Carr played phenomenal, but is John Gruden really just taking a Bill Belichick approach to this thing? And what they do, and they're going to disguise it a lot. Patty Mahomes got figured out, and then all they doing is running a cover three a zone read type of scheme. Zone read, zone blitz. That's all they doing, and they running a cover three, soft coverage, and confusing him, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna one time he's gonna get it, and it's just regular cover three, and they got some underneath stuff, a couple safeties over the top to help with the deep ball, and then they're gonna start disguising it, and they're gonna run some zone man, and then they're gonna run some zone man blitz and different things like that. So the two linebackers, they're gonna take those inside routes and put man on them. On the outside, they're gonna sit on soft coverages in zone, give them underneath stuff, and when you got a quarterback like Patty Mahomes, and this system is not friendly to doing what Tom Brady had to do. Make Tom Brady go down the field and dink and dunk you. And that's not what they do. They predicated on chunk plays. Now that they got a lot of screens in, which makes the offense look confusing. And I know they do the bubble screen, and I know they do the back out the backfield. But when you do that, you'll see Patty Mahomes be susceptible to that blitz, and that's what they was doing. That's all they was doing. They was running a cover three zone man blitz, and when that back come out that backfield, they're gonna get off that edge and put pressure on Patty Mahomes. And when you do that, Patty Mahomes seemed a bit rattled yesterday. He seemed a bit distraught. I think Bill Belichick implemented the defense of how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which is really how to beat Andy Reid. And I know Patty Mahomes seems like that guy, but look, he's a young quarterback. He only been in the league not that a couple years. What's this, about third, fourth year? And so when you look at it, he hasn't played long enough to understand. At that point, the Raiders were saying, look, all you got to do is take a little here, take a little here, take a little here, and sometimes 3 points, sometimes. But that's not how that offense is designed. It's designed to take shots down the field, chunk plays. That's Andy Reid. It's quarterback friendly. You see Mike Vick when he played with Andy Reid. Mike Vick had numbers. He got another $100 million contract. He played well in that system. Donovan McNabb played well in that system. You'll see a lot of quarterbacks. Alex Smith played well in that system. You'll see him have huge numbers because it pushes the ball down the field. But it looks like it's a misdirection of little plays because he's always, he's not under center, 3-4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he's got a running back left or right, and they go to this side or that side, right? So the running back is either going to set up, the guards will pull over to that side, and the receivers will set up the block, and they'll throw like a bubble screen, or he just go out in the flat, so that'll be his check down. But and it seems like he's got little plays in there, but they don't. They're all chunk plays. The tight end, that's a seam route, a chunk play. The Tyreek Hill play, that's a chunk play. You saw him get that off in the Super Bowl. They need chunk plays, 15 yards. They need these long chunk plays to develop. And when you can sit in zone in there, it takes time for that to develop. He can't look down there and get Tyreek Hill over the top. He's got to put it in that zone, in that zone of collapse. And you saw him throw a pick yesterday. Look, Patty Mahomes is a bright spot and a bright kid, but the Chiefs got figured out, and they're not that good this year. And if you take away that Brian Hoyer game, they would have lost to New England. They had one showing when they beat the Ravens. So best podcast 2020, man. Shout out to the Raiders, man. One of the better teams in the league. They got position players all over the field. They can make plays. John Gruden is a Hall of Fame type of coach. Andy Reid got exposed.